You and Dad have been arguing again, haven't you? Was there any news yet?
If there is, you guys will be the first to know. Do not do that again.
Well, I mean, I know things weren't great between you both, but a divorce...
Keeping this office open just isn't viable. And so to transfer you over isn't going to be an option.
I just get the feeling that it's like someone's watching me.
Well, who?
It's all her fault. Everything.
It's my screen.
I'm itchy again and it won't stop.
Is that social services?
Do you fancy coming for a good day, chewing nanny?
Vicky, we'll let ourselves in.
God, she's got to keep quick.
She's missing, haven't you heard?
I never seen nothing like this in my life. Oh, please help me, please. Please. I don't know what to do. What happened?
Okay, yeah. Okay, thanks for letting us know then. All right, I'll contact you later. All right, bye. I thought you'd come back here.
What you do to me? There's nothing left to see. You left me in the dark now, and I'm blended with disease. What you do to me? Maybe it's my dignity.
What were you doing? Running away like that from the ambulance? Lee needed you. He's a really sick little boy.
So you're going to try and take me away, all right?
Nobody's trying to take you away. It's all in your head. You're not on the pills again.
You just don't understand.
What I do understand is that you've got a very sick grandson. He's got diabetes. He's really ill. He needs hospitals and all that kind of thing.
I need to see him.
Well, you can't.
Why not? Why can't I see him?
Well, 'cause his mum don't want you to.
Lauren? What? Lauren's back?
Yeah, I'm afraid she is.
Ugh.
Can I help you? Have you booked the hall next? I'm afraid they won't let you in unless you've got a booking.
You really don't know who I am, do you?
Should I?
Well, I would think so, considering you killed my sister and ruined my family.
Sean? Look, I don't know what you want from me. I mean, I've said everything I need to say. I don't know how many times I can keep saying I'm sorry.
You do realise you have torn my family apart, don't you?
Look, I don't have to listen to this.
You're not going anywhere. You're going to sit down and listen to what the actions have done to my family. Now sit down. Sit down now! You see, you can say what you like, but the facts remain the same, don't they? Cast your mind back 8 years to that night when you decided to go to the pub and have a drink.
Sure.
8 years ago, pub, drinking. What was going through your mind when you decided to get in your car after that drink? Did just one tiny little part of you think this is not a good idea? Did you consider the consequences of your actions?
It was just one brandy. I was totally in control. I was totally aware. I've done it loads of times before.
lots of people might do that. But lots of people don't then get in a car and run over an 11-year-old, do they? A girl with her whole life ahead of it. Of course they don't, that was you. You can sit there and say you had no reason to question that you were drunk, but tell me this, how else could it have happened? Tell me! I want you to tell me how else it could have happened.
I don't know. It wasn't... I was fine. I didn't mean it. It was just... It was one of those things.
One of those things? One of those things? Trapping your finger in a door is just one of those things. You killed someone. You actually knowingly drove a car under the influence and killed someone. That's not just one of those things. You have to pay for what you did.
Believe me, I've paid for what I've done. Not a moment goes by when I don't see her face. When I see her face looking at me through the window, staring. And then that thud, that terrible thud. And then the silence. The silence I've never heard before. Don't tell me I haven't paid for what I've done, because that moment is on repeat in my head over and over again.
Oh, what are you doing now?
I can't stay here, can I? Not now, can I? And especially with that bloody thing upstairs.
Oh, not this again.
Just leave me alone, will you? It's all your fault anyway. If you hadn't have been on the phone to him and let him in the first place, just leave me alone and go.
You're unwell. You need your tablets. What's it going to take for you to see this? I'm not going to try and stop you, Irene, but I will ask you one question. Do you love Lee?
Well, of course I love Lee. He's my grandson, isn't he? I'm his nanny. Of course I love him. What a stupid question.
Well, do this for Lee then, at least.
You see, having that brandy was my release. You see, Sean, you weren't the only one to lose someone that day. I just left the hospice. My mother, she was suffering with stage 4 cancer. No. She was so strong, such a strong woman. But in the end, there was nothing they could do for her. They just had to make her comfortable. It was agony just seeing that one strong woman slowly fading away. She closed her eyes. She was gone. But in a funny way, it was a relief. The suffering was over and she was at peace. I was in shock. I left the hospice and I made my way home.
And that's when you decided to drink.
But it was just one brandy, just one. I wasn't over the limit. I was fully in control. Like I said in court. I mean, I keep going over, is there anything I could have changed? Anything? Anything I could have done differently? But to be honest, Sean, she just came out in front of me from nowhere. I keep going over in my head. I mean, I slammed on the brakes. But literally, there was nothing I could have changed, nothing.
She would have been 19 next month. I often find myself wondering what she'd be doing if she was still here. She'd be at university, she'd be working. She used to love animals, you know. Mainly cats. She always used to say she wanted to be a vet so she could just look after animals all day. I wonder if that's what she'd be doing.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Sean.
I was 12 at the time. Mum and Dad tried to shield me from everything as if I wouldn't understand, but I did, you know, I wasn't some kid. I mean, at 12 we are aware of these things. We know what's going on. I understood that Emily had died and I wasn't going to see her again. That was the day everything changed for me, but for all of us, actually. Emily had gone, and suddenly Mum and Dad just seemed to stop loving each other. They would still pretend to be normal. They would still take us on holiday. They would still nag to me about the importance of education, but it was easy to see through it. It's as if they couldn't bear to be in the same room as each other. They really think I didn't notice. Why couldn't they be honest?
Well, it was just their way of coping, you know? I mean, they just did their best. They were just trying to cope. We don't know, you know, we just try and do our best, that's all.
At least they're doing their best now. They're getting a divorce. They're finally facing up to the fact that for years they've either ignored each other or screamed and shouted at each other. They were happy once. Couldn't have asked for a better childhood. They were so fun to be around. They're always taking us places and we never went without. After the funeral, I thought things would go back to normal. Well, not normal. That's not the right word. New kind of normal, I guess.
We'll sort you out, Irene. We'll get you the help you need. You'll be okay. You're doing the right thing.
I used to be trying to sleep and I could just hear Mum crying from the other room. She started sleeping in Emily's room, just cuddling this big teddy that Emily used to sleep with. She would just hold it tight and just cry herself to sleep. Every night that was. But how did you get over losing a daughter like that? School got really tough for me. I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, but I actually started to resent Mum. She was so wrapped up. It's like she didn't seem to have time for me. If it wasn't telling me to do my homework, it was as if she didn't want to know, you know, she was distant. There are times where I wondered if she even forgot if she had a son. I mean, how selfish is that?
See, parents just try to do their best, Sean. That's all. It doesn't come with a book on how to do it. It's, you just do your best. I should know. I mean, I've had all this with my son. You just do your best, that's all. See, when my son wasn't very well, I tried to deny it was happening. I just tried to put it away in my head, you know.
What was wrong with him?
Well, he has issues, he hears voices. He hasn't been very well for ages and I just tried to sweep it under the carpet. I just denied it. I put it down to the move. Well, it's a big thing, isn't it, moving house? I mean, some people take it very badly. My husband said, oh, you know, he tried to convince me that there was something wrong. I even shut my sister out for making her a mark.
What is your point?
The point is that, you know, we're all doing our best, that's all. We're all trying our best and we don't always get it right sometimes, that's all.
For 8 years, I have hated you. That has never gone away. I knew you'd be here today because ever since I saw you in the street a few weeks back, I've been watching you. Watching and waiting for the right moment.
Right moment for what?
To let you know that the impact of your actions didn't just end Emily's life, but also ruin my family. But you know what? Maybe you are right.
I'm so sorry, Sean.
You are right because I bet it is hard for you to deal with what you did. I hope your son gets better.
Thank you.
What you do to me, there's nothing left to see. You left me in the dark now, and I'm blended with disease.